Well, President Joe Biden is helping the nation passenger rail system celebrate 50 years of service. Amtrak Joe, as he's called, rode the train between his home in Wilmington, Delaware and Washington, D.C. just about every day when he was a senator. Today, he flew to Philadelphia to tout his infrastructure and jobs plan again. It sets aside $621 billion to improve roads, bridges, and public transit, with $80 billion earmarked for Amtrak. Joining us to talk all things politics is NBC's Meet the Press moderator, Chuck Todd. Chuck, the president has been pushing this plan for a while now. The biggest sticking point, how he plans to pay for it, hiking taxes on the wealthiest. Will that actually work, and will it ever happen?
Right. Look, I think we're seeing a growing resistance to the tax increases on Capitol Hill, but a growing openness to deficit spending. Look, we've seen, the concern about the national debt and budget deficits has been a political weapon over the years. But we've seen that, opposing parties have used it when they thought that was a good way to go after an administration. But the voters rarely ended up responding to it. So Republicans have embraced deficit spending. That's how they paid for their tax cut. And Democrats, there are a growing number that say, you know what, infrastructure, why shouldn't it be deficit finance? So look, I think that there is a little bit of allergy among some Democrats that represent districts in the Northeast, or you look at a Montana Senator, John Tester, who's got constituents that own lots of land but don't necessarily have a lot of cash, who are worried about their taxes. I do think the tax increases are going to be smaller than what's been proposed. I think the big question is there a majority that's comfortable with deficit spending, which there is, but how much of it, right? Yeah. And I think that's the unknown here.
Yeah, it's become a normal thing, right? Well, switching gears here, I want to talk about the pandemic. With vaccines available to most Americans and the new CDC mask guidance, could we soon see the entire country reopen?
Yes, but I would put it as a qualified yes, because I do think the hemisphere situation is something that has to be of some concern to the Biden folks. And what do I mean by the hemisphere? I'm talking about South America and Central America, particularly though what's happening in Brazil. And if you look all over South America, Brazil's terrible response to this virus has now created a problem throughout the entire continent. Colombia is having huge problems. Peru's having huge problems. And I can tell you, as somebody who grew up in South Florida, whatever's happening in South America can get to the North America very quickly. And I think that's the unknown here, because there's a couple of variants that have developed in Brazil that can get through our vaccines. And I think that's why I say I think Labor Day we're fully open. But to me, the asterisk I would put there is Brazil under control? Because if Brazil's not under control, the entire hemisphere isn't going to be under control. And I do think that's got to be a growing concern to the public health sector.
Wow. All right. Chuck Todd, thank you so much. And you can catch more with Chuck on Meet the Press. That's Sunday morning at 10 right here on WCNC Charlotte.